let's check out these Atlanta Falcons on offense. Now, I got coach's voice and I got a code, but I ain't complaining, so y'all better not either. Let's check out all these lethal weapons they have. They should be a juggernaut with all these names. As we can see right here, look at that split. The first thing you need to notice right here is this split. You see the split? That's a whole lot of. You see that? That's trying to tell you something. You want to know what it is? It's trying to tell you typically run other side. So when you see a large split like that, over here, you should be thinking, they coming my way. Why would you give that big split right here and run that way? That's advantage defense. They don't do that. So typically it's right. As you can see, 89 goes up in there, gets hat on backer. Now you let Bijan do what Bijan does, which is find some space and carry it with your momentum. Carry it with your speed. Like it. Gave y'all a tip already. You see that big space? Uh-oh. Opposite. Okay, a lot of communication. It was loud up in there, so it was tough on them, but they still pulled it out. As you can see, what they like to do, it seems like, is to give Bijan enough running time in the backfield to let these plays develop and then get that space. Remember I told you about that space, that gap? What happened? They filled it. See, y'all was thinking, Marcellus, your tip ain't right. Just come out. Nope, next play, we fill that gap. So now everybody's like, okay, look at it. Heavy formation to the left. Let's run there. And then in this moment, that's all they're waiting for. You see all that? And see the creases right here. We want to go right here. But the only way to get right there is you got to press on 65. You got to press this way, then cut that way. Let's see how it goes. Hits it. 55 comes off late, makes a play. Good job. So with all these weapons, you can just flip more pages in the playbook. At the same time, you got to find the scheme. You got to find the style. You got to find the rhythm that this offense needs to be optimal. And that's what's hard because, plays are plays, but plays only come to life with players. And they got the players. They go Drake London, another one of them. They got Penix, London, Bijan, obviously, Pitts. That's a lot. So they just coming out right here. We got that near tight end. Look at that, near tight end, 89. You see this? So he's no threat in the running game, right? Quick delivery. Drake, big boy, catches ball, turn, keep this drive going. I like what I see. Okay, now this is interesting. Look at this formation right here. We got an offset tight end again, so we're not threatening the running game with him, but we got Bijan way back here, or this may be Algier. They may have been switching back and forth. Point being, you can see by the depth, it's a run pass. As a defender, you're like, okay, I'm not certain of what to jump on, right? You anticipating football, never guess. So move the tight end once again. I don't know what they're calling this, but go for it. They continue to do that. So far, I'm not the biggest fan of it. And that's what happens. Yeah. But, just like in the passing game, a lot of times you want to go in motion, see zone, man coverages. I guess in their running game, they want to also see how they're going to react to it pre-snap in terms of them stemming. Oh, you missed the hole. Right here, Algier. Yeah. It's the reason you're a backup. Let me stop. In this situation, if you're Algier, you get that ball. Okay. Right? Where are you going? Right here, right? Let's get it to him. Right here. If you're Algier, press, because the flow's going that way, and go that way. Simple as that. I don't know what else you could do. But instead, you didn't press, you overran it. Now, the linebacker's disciplined. He's like, I know where you're trying to go, and if you go to where you're aiming, you're not going to get there. So linebacker, great play on this 55. Just stop right there and then bring him back down. Is that number 0 from – that's our boy. That's our boy 0 from the Chicago Bears game, right? Yeah, buddy, he picking it up. Ooh, this is pretty. You can see right here, Drake London a whole lot. That's a big old dude that can move. I want you guys to see this. So you see the stemming from the defenders, all this bear crawling. But it doesn't matter. That's window dressing. All that stuff before the snap, cute. What are you going to do and what are you going to execute when the ball is snapped? That's what's key. You can see a free rusher coming right now as he stemmed around. But look at this. Penix seeing it. All he's seeing is, okay, I got Pitts right there, goes behind the linebacker with a little more patience, a little less rush. I could have thrown it to him, but instead, since the linebacker wants to hover, look at that ball. Look at that ball placement right there. Right, see that? Right there in that alley. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. Got a love for this offense. Come on, Atlanta. Live up to those names on that sheet. Those names are sick. Okay? They're using a lot of tight end backfield. Do you? These are some standard issue plays, brother. Okay. Once again, we see our split, right? Once again, we see our split. Big split alert. Better. Now, this is not supposed to happen. I'm not picking on you, Algier, but hey, the film talks. We're going to see this. Ooh. Okay. Legal cut block. Legal. It's still legal right here. You see it. Legal. 25. Algier. When you get this ball, good cut. Now you got to get in there and you have to lift. This is why they run through that. You ever seen that machine that has all these like levers on it and you got to run through it? It hurts. It tears your kidneys, your livers, your liver, your stomach up. Tears you up. But you ever seen it? It's because you're supposed to lift your knees through that. That's tough. I'm not saying you got to do it, but the great ones do it. They find a way to get through those. No arm tackle, especially below the knees, right? Fight through that. Fight through that. A lot of pre-snap movements, a lot of manipulation with the tight end in this offense, more so than you see in other offenses. Okay, stretch that corner. Oh, there you go. There you go. Go balance that. Balance that. I like it. Let's see how you got there. Because you can't just run. This ain't a track meet to the sideline. Because guess what? Even the fat boys took geometry. They may not have passed it, but they know the angles, right? So you just can't just take off. All right. Little flank motion, right? So the flank motion. Good. Look at that pass off right here. 71 and 89. Let's watch our boys right here. So we got a little pass off going on. You see this? And then they're going to try and pass off so I can get to this backer right here. So bow, stem you right here. Let's see how it goes. Look at that. Great. 1-2. Now, Algier is thinking I'm going to go in there, but he knows 97 going to just get me. So then he bounces, and because of the contact of the combo, you got there. Look at that. Now, 7. A lot of times guys just don't think this stuff counts. Like, I'm going to push him out of bounds. Well, you did to the 13th defender, number 12 and 13. But more importantly, the good thing about it is while pushing him like that, you get him out of bounds. And even if you're not going to tackle him, a lot of times people be like, I got to make the tackle, get in perfect position. I got to be the guy that does what they do in demonstrations. No, you don't. That's why I don't even believe in really tackling in practice, because you're going to do what you got to do when you're on the field. Ain't no such thing as a perfect tackle. I've not seen a perfect tackle, maybe 3 times ever. Good. You know what's good about this? Watch 25. Watch Algier. Watch the shoulder. Watch the right shoulder. See that? Give and take. That's called 55. If he doesn't give, if 25 stays strong in that moment, he may have something to grab onto. Instead, I give him the dead arm. Dead arm is when you have it. No, you don't. It's dead. Nothing to grab there. Great play. This funky little lineup they got. I mean, with the motion, let's see it. Yeah, my summary is going to be interested about these Atlanta Falcons. They are obviously not getting all they can out of what they have. Let's see. Ooh. This play is made right here in the trenches. I'm showing you guys the real work. Watch this. Let's see my boys, 65 and 64. They're about to run a double team, bunk bed. Look at this bunk bed. Watch this combo. Seal. Watch this. Hit. And watch it get ugly real quick. Let's go. Bow. See that? Turn off. Now, you say, why is it here? Because the play ideally was going here, right behind that seal. But instead, Algier says, nah, that's too tight. Look, I can't weave in there. Look at all that. So instead, what does he do? Cuts back. Now, this is on you. Once you do that cut back and all that, and you don't run with the flow and the lane that we created, that's on you. Short game. Positive, though, but a short game. Okay. Interesting. A lot of counter, a lot of trap, a lot of like misdirection here. Very finesse for a team that, look at that manipulation right there. If you're a linebacker, you see Penix drop. You see him going that way, right? So you see it. Look at 0, like, all right, I got this. 44 is like, I'm coming up straight. Boom, good kick out, 65 right here. Watch this. It's about to be hell to pay. You see this right here? Hell to pay. Boom. Good. 89 supposed to get 44. Bijan right off his butt. Oh, yes. Except my man, 0 is moving. 0 unblocked. You got to make one man miss, right? Tough to make a miss when he's unblocked right there in that angle. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Let's watch Barry Robinson. What we going to call him? Goodness. Bijan Sanders. What the hell? This is sick. Okay. So right now, this is what I was talking about, geometry. Everybody can take an angle and cut you off. I don't care how fast you are. And even more importantly, if they're fast too, they definitely can. So look at Bijan in this moment. Look at that. I got to use them against themselves. They're all thinking I'm going out there. Look how he splits that. I'm going to call that a triple. Yep, triple bacon cheeseburger right there. Look how he splits that. All 3 of those guys miss. Look at this in this moment. Look at this. Goodness. And then, like, to have the vision with the skills to pay those bills, I mean, it's getting to a point where his own guys are in his way just because they don't know what the hell. Look, he got tackled by 71. His own guy tackled him, basically. Look at 71 like, I don't know what to do. 6'4", falling. Everybody like, God, that is a sick play. That shows you their capabilities. Now, that's not proper execution because you shouldn't have 2 to 3 guys running to the sideline with you like you're on a relay team. That's not how it goes. That's not how you draw it up. But at the same time, very impressive drive. How many plays has this been right now? 10, 15, and they're still just methodically moving down the field. They had a lot of field goals yesterday, a lot of field goals, and then they also had, this looks like their touchdown drive. Keep going. We don't watch penalties. Yep, we know what happened on that. When they move, we move, just so we can get the play call. Yep, we get that. Get that penalty. Keep going. Love you too. Oh, y'all gonna spend the most time on the penalty, huh? That's what we doing around here? This is what we doing? I love the all 22s. I know you guys love this vantage point as well. It's amazing. Okay. All right, we got. Man, it's a lot of good runs right here. We getting a master class in run game right here. Look at these splits, wide splits again, right? So somebody gonna come fill that split gap again. Is that what it is? Oh, we starting to read their offense. Look at us. Unblocked. Yeah, this is so cute. This offense is cute. And it's so cute that, look at 85. Look at my man. Look at my man right here. Look at 85. 85, you know what you're doing? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing nothing. Right? You can say he did something, but nah, you don't need to do that. And that's the thing. So you come out, a lot of stem, a lot of motion, spacings and gaps. We're just trying to get finesse game going. And instead of hat on hat, meat and potatoes, it gets a little difficult. And then it doesn't. Touchdown. Let's see how they got this touchdown. Right? One, they get this touchdown because it's like the 18th play of the drive and people just tie balls. But 2, see this? This is what I like. Hat on hat. This is different, right? 89 is coming through, but look at 63. Look at 63. Bam, right here. 63. I love you. Hat on hat. Easy decisions to make. Easy decisions to make. Cut. Look at that hole. Y'all can run through that hole. I can run through that hole. Everybody can run through that hole. Let's get it. This is beautiful. And you know we always end on special teams because we're special players and special people in this world. And I just love to show you guys the organized chaos, the mayhem that happens on every special teams play, and no one cares. Like, look at this. Listen, I want you to watch over here. Let's see right here. Watch all this. It's just going to get ugly. Look. 71. Look at 71 about to fall. Look at 71 about to take it. God dang. It's real in the field. It's crazy out there. All right, so Atlanta Falcons, offensively, Look, young quarterback, Penix Jr., talented, beast. We know that. Not given the whole set of keys right now. So obviously doing more than a J.J. McCarthy, but J.J. McCarthy, we're going to break him down too. Not so well. Most of his drives have ended in failure than success, even though he's 1-1 right now. But Penix more advanced than that. This offense, schematically, I think it's a little too cute, a little too finesse. I think they would do themselves better if they got more into power situations, more into just basic blocking combos instead of the complex ones that they're running right now. Because a lot of times you see a guy unblocked, or a lot of times you see the guy miss an assignment because it's just so detailed. They'll get there, but I don't think right now they're gelling or they're playing close to their level. They got too much talent. So watch the Atlanta Falcons get better as they simplify it or they graduate in terms of how they're going to play. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think about the Atlanta Falcons. Let me know who else you want me to break down. And let's just keep this thing rolling. Told you I was sick. Film session. Wow.
Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. All right, y'all, let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia, not a powder, not a pill. It's the twice daily chews, and yeah, they taste good too. I used to force down beet juice before games just to get my blood flow going. Hated the taste, hated the mess. Vinia, way better benefits, way better experience. This is a real blood flow product, clinically proven to dilate your arteries and help your blood flow naturally produce nitric oxide. Vinia actually retrains your cells to unlock more of it the way your body's supposed to. Bruh, that's pie seed resveratrol at work. Consistent, efficient, powerful. Whether I'm in the studio, running around with my itty bitties, or battling on a pickleball court, I want to stay sharp and in rhythm. Vinia helps me get there. It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. So if you're trying to show up every day at your best, skip the beet juice. Go with Vinia. Blood flow energy that shows up for you. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so